Okay, so there's this one store, and they just have, I feel like, this one pharmacy, and they have, so I feel like they don't take the time to hire employees correctly. Now, this is a chain store, and I don't feel like they take the time out to, I feel like their hiring procedures need a lot of work. They need some touch ups. Because I've heard a lot of people complain about this store. A lot of people who have sales representatives come up to them, the people that work in the store, stock shelves and, cashiers and stuff, either give them attitude or recommend things that aren't good, or recommend things that really are, you know, I don't know, commission or something. But anyway, this one experience I had was actually a long time ago. It was a while ago. I would say maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, and I remember this one because it stands out in my mind so much as one of the first experiences I had with racism. Um, so I'm a young girl. Never quite looked my age, really. Um, so you can imagine this was a few years ago. It was raining, and um, I was in Washington D.C. and it was raining, and so I had on a hoodie, and I walked into this particular pharmacy, and I walked in, and it was me and my mother, and when you walked in, all the employees were lined up in front of all the aisles. When you walk into the pharmacy, and there was the cashier to this side, and there were the aisles back this way. But you had to walk past the cashier to get to the aisles, and in between the cashier and the aisles, all the people who were supposed to be stocking the shelves and making sure things are going good in the store, in the stock room, and helping customers, are all lined up in front of all the aisles. Why are they lined up like that in front of the aisles? Nobody was talking to them or coaching them or whatever. They were all just standing there watching the people come in and out of the store, not being helpful to anyone. Now, there was a battery display. I was holding my mother's tote bag. Tote bags are big. The zipper on the bag was undone. Now, mind you, it was raining and I had on my hoodie, a black hoodie. So I have the tote bag in my hand. I'm holding it down, and it's my mother's bag. So I go and I pick up a pack of batteries with the same hand that I'm holding the tote bag in, not realizing to them that it probably looked like I was trying to steal it. So I'm holding the batteries in the same bag, in the same hand with the tote bag, and they're all looking at me like, is she gonna take it? So I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me. So I'm standing there, and they're all just staring me down. I go back, I walk back into the store, follow my mother. Of course, one of them follows me, and it wasn't the first time I had been followed in the store. So I guess it wasn't really my first experience with racism, but it was one that stands out in my mind as it had a strong impact on me. The fact that they looked at me like I was a thug. The fact that they looked at me like I was about to do something wrong. I had never had anybody look at me in such a profound way where there was literally fear in their eyes. And for me as a person, that really I don't know. I don't really know what that did to me, but I guess it really showed me how some people in the world could be. It really showed me that, you know, people really do go out of their way in some cases. And a lot of people say, how come, I'm tired of hearing about racism. I'm tired of, this black thing, white thing, Muslim, Asians, Indians, whatever. But the more we continue to act upon our instinctual feelings, or not even like a gut feeling, but the more we continue to act on the media and the media's perception and brainwash ourselves and brainwash our children, the more we continue to do that, the more the issue is going to go on and the deeper it's going to get. Now, the issue with race has been going on since the day the first African stepped foot on American soil. Everybody knows that, and if we continue to, make little racist jokes around children, the worse it's going to get. That's how I feel anyway. You know, when you're 14, 15, 16, you know, you can kind of laugh about stuff like that. But when a child hears an older person say something like that, like, oh, you know, those black people, or those Muslims, or those white people, then the more, you know, a child can't really laugh by it, because a child doesn't know everything about a specific race or about all the racial groups like a person in a level of maybe high school or maybe junior high might know, you know. So when you're making jokes like that, it kind of sinks into a kid's mind, and it kind of stays there. That's the way I feel anyway. So all those people standing there lined up like that, I mean, somebody must have been real scared that somebody was going to try to stick up this door. Well, let me tell you something. If somebody tried to stick up this door, bang, 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 all those people would have been picked off by one. The whole store would have been dead. What was the point of lining all those people up like that? So you could watch everybody? That's not cool. Not at all.